Hello students, hope you all are fine. I'm Miss Nehali Topiwala, SS teacher. Today I'm going to explain you about the chapter number 5 in SS, that is In Search of Peace, Buddha and Mahavir. How Buddha and Mahavir Swami got the peace, how they got enlightenment, and what was their social life, how was their social life is been discussed in this chapter. So let us see about the chapter. Chapter 5 In Search of Peace, Buddha and Mahavir. In the 6th century BC, important reforms were done in social and religious sectors in India. In the 6th century, some of the reformers worked against social evils that had entered social and religious area. Along with it, they also worked for removal of social inequalities and immoralities. Gautam Buddha and Mahavir Swami are the main ones. We will try to understand the life of Gautam Buddha and Mahavir Swami, their pursuit and humanity established by them. So as I told you that in this chapter we are going to see how Gautam Buddha and Mahavir Swami had lived their life, how they moved to the social life, religious life, and how they created humanity, how they established humanity. We will see in this chapter. So, Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha. We obtain a lot of information about Gautam Buddha and Buddhism from Jatak Katha and Buddhist texts Tripitaka, Sukta Pitak, Vinay Pitak, and Abhidham Pitak. About 550 Jatak stories are associated with pre-birth of Buddha. Now Gautam Buddha was one whose information could be got from Buddhist Jatak Katha or Buddhist text Tripitaka. And in about 550 Jatak stories, it is related with Buddha, with pre-birth of Buddha. There was a kingdom called Kapilvastu in the foothills of the Himalayas while going towards Nepal. So there is one kingdom called Kapilvastu in the Himalayas while going towards Nepal. This place is in the Nepal. The Kshatriyas of Kapilvastu were called Shakyas. It was a republic. Subodhana was the head of this republic. The Kshatriyas of Kapilvastu means the religious people. One caste of people that is known as Kshatriya. They were called Shakyas at that time. And it was a republic place, form. Sudhodhana was the head of this republic, means the committee. Maya Devi was wife of Sudhodhana. Gautam Buddha was born in the house of Sudhodhana and Maya Devi in 566 BC. Maya Devi was Gautam Buddha's mother, and Gautam Buddha was born in this kingdom only and in 566 BC. His childhood name was, his first original name was Siddhartha. After few days of his birth, his mother Maya Devi died, and therefore he was nurtured by Gautami Mahaprajapati, who was his foster mother. So after giving birth to Gautam Buddha, his mother died, and who nurtured him? So there was a Gautami Mahaprajapati who was known as her foster mother, means she has godmother type. She has nurtured Gautam Buddha. From young age, Siddhartha was associated with education and knowledge. From very childhood only, he was very much he loved education and knowledge. Next to Kapilvastu, there was a monastery of a saint named Alara Kalam. Monastery means where the people learn about the religion. So it was named as Alara Kalam. Alara Kalam was his guru, who was their saint. वहाँ पे पुजारी था अलारा कलम, and he was his guru also. Siddhartha went to his ashram. Here he did meditation. Siddhartha's father was worried and he has continued to discuss knowledge and samadhi. Now as he was associated with it, he was loving it. So what this Siddhartha? Siddhartha means whom? Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha went to his ashram every day. He did meditation over there, and because of all this thing, his father was worried that he would leave the education and he would go towards the samadhi. वो समाधि ले लेगा. He was worried if Siddhartha would become a monk. His father was worried कि क्या कहीं वो साधु संत न बन जाए. Siddhartha was married at a young age. His wife's name was Yashodhara, and he also had a son named Rahul. And he got married. Siddhartha got married. His wife's name was Yashodhara, and he also had a son named Rahul. Home sacrifice and sadhana. So you can see the picture of Gautam Buddha. You must have seen him many a times in the pictures. At the age of 30, he decided to renounce his royal family and state and become a saint hermit in search of truth. So as he was very much associated with this knowledge and want to become a saint, so at the age of 30, what he did, he left. Renounce means he left his family, state, everything, and he wanted to become a hermit. Hermit is a person who lives alone in the forest or jungle, you can say, and he wanted to find he went in search of truth. उसको सच्चाई की रास्ते सच्चाई ढूंढनी थी. तो what happened, one night he took his charioteer Channa and horse Kanthak and went to the river bank outside his state. One night as he has decided to go, so what he did, charioteer मतलब जो घोड़ा गाड़ी उसकी जो होती है, that he took जो चलाता है उसको Channa, and horse Kanthak who was attached with this charter, and went to the river bank and means outside his state, उसके state से बाहर. Leaving his royal attire, he gave all his jewelry to Channa and ordered him to take Kanthak along with him and return to the palace. And what he did, he removed everything, jewelry, whatever clothes he has worn, royal attire, whatever he has worn, he removed all that thing and gave to that Channa and told him that you take this horse also with you to the palace and go back. He himself wore the ascetic clothes of the hermit and walked towards the jungle. And he wore like this, ये जो you can see in the picture. So saint लोग कैसे पहनते, सिर्फ कपड़ा लपेटे हुए. So he went with that clothes towards the jungle. After leaving his home, he went to Rajgir and then to Puruvela. Here he started penance with 5 Brahmins. So from there he went to Rajgir, and from there he went to Puruvela, and there he started this monk study with 5 Brahmins. He felt that giving up food and water and tormenting the body would not yield knowledge. So what he thought was कि खाना पीना छोड़ने से, body को torture करने से, we will not get any knowledge. We are not going to get any knowledge by giving up all the foods and torturing our body. Conquering the part of self-consciousness and the desire is the major duty of human beings. So he is saying that we should have the consciousness. We should have that desire and we should walk on that desire only. हमारी जो desire होती है, desire means इच्छा होती है, that on that only one human being should work. Leaving 5 Brahmins, he decided to do penance alone. तो फिर what he thought was that खुद की इच्छा, खुद का desire जो होता है, उसको ही हमें ध्यान में रखना चाहिए, and to that only we should give importance. So what he did, he left that 5 Brahmins and he started his journey of this becoming saint monk alone. Sitting under the peepal tree at Bodhi Gaya, he started sadhana for truth and enlightenment. After many days of sadhana, he got knowledge on the day of Vaishak Purnima. On acquiring knowledge, he became Buddha from Siddhartha. Buddha means conscious or wise. Later on, he was called Gautam Buddha. So what happened? Sitting under the peepal tree at Bodhi Gaya, it is a place, Bodhi Gaya. He started sadhana. Means sat in the meditation, dhyan dena, for truth and enlightenment. He was knowing that he will get that enlightenment. उसको कुछ आत्मज्ञान होगा. After many days of sadhana, he got knowledge on the day of Vaishak Purnima. So he got that enlightenment. उसको आत्मज्ञान हुआ, उसको दिखा, उसको साधना करने के बाद, इतनी तपस्या करने के बाद, he got that knowledge on the day of Vaishak Purnima. On acquiring knowledge, ही became बुद्धा. और उसको जैसे ही वो आत्मज्ञान हुआ, वो एनलाइटमेंट हुआ, ही became बुद्धा फ्रॉम सिद्धार्था. सिद्धार्था से उसका नाम बुद्धा हो गया. एंड बुद्धा मीन्स वॉट? कॉन्शियस एंड वाइस. एंड लेटर ऑन ही वॉज कॉल्ड एज गौतम बुद्धा. Preachings. Now what teachings he wanted to give to the people? That after attaining enlightenment, Buddha went to Sarnath, where he met his old Brahmin friends. For the first time he preached to those 5 Brahmins at Sarnath. So after getting that enlightenment, उसको आत्मज्ञान होने के बाद, what he did, he went to Sarnath, and there he met his old Brahmin friends with whom he was doing the tap. For the first time he preached. For the first time he started teaching those 5 Brahmins at Sarnath. उसके जो 5 Brahmins के साथ पहले रहता था, he started giving them the preachings. Buddha's this first preachings are called Dharma Chakra Pravartan. Buddha gave very simple sermon to get rid of the miseries of the world. So his first preaching name was called as Dharma Chakra Pravartan, and he told that one should get rid of the own miseries. ये पूरा world एक मिसरी है. We don't know what the world is of. Full of miseries है पूरा world. He is saying that his 4 truths, Arya truths, were that world is full of miseries. The cause of suffering is greed or strong desire. Destruction of suffering is renewance of desire. Adoption of orthogonal part eliminates desire. These 4 truths explained by Buddha are known as Buddhist principle, also known as Samyak Darshan. So what this Buddha is telling to the people, what he wanted to tell to the people, and what he taught to that 5 Brahmins is that the world is full of miseries. We don't know what the world is thinking. We don't have to bother about them. The cause of suffering is, क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है लोगों के साथ, why they are suffering is because of only their greediness or strong desire. वो आशा बहुत रखते हैं and they have the greediness also. एंड डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ सफरिंग इज रिन्यूएंस ऑफ डिज़ायर. मतलब अगर हम डिज़ायर को ख़त्म करें तो हम हमारी सफरिंग को ख़त्म कर सकते हैं. हम हमारी जो भी तकलीफ़ है उसको ख़त्म कर सकते हैं अगर हम इच्छाएं कम रखें तो. एंड एडॉप्शन ऑफ ऑटोगोनल पार्ट, मतलब के अस्तंग मार्ग. एलिमिनेट्स डिज़ायर, सच्चाई की रास्ते पे चलो, डिस्ट्रक्ट करो जो भी गलत रास्ते हैं उसको हटा के सही रास्ते की ओर हम बढ़े तो हम हमारी डिज़ायर को ख़त्म कर सकते हैं. तो दिस आर द 4 ट्रूथ्स दैट वे आर एक्सप्लेन बाय बुद्धा, एंड इट वाज आल्सो नोन एज हिज प्रिंसिपल एज सम्यक दर्शन. Buddha is a great reformer. Now how he worked as a reformer also. So Buddha was a great religious and social reformer. He worked lifelong to eliminate the opulence in religion and society. He had many disciples. Many kings and states were encouraged by his human religion. He did the following reforms. So who was Buddha? Buddha slowly and steadily became the great religious and also social reformer. Means he started preaching people. He started distributing his knowledge. He worked lifelong to eliminate, मतलब कि उसने पूरी ज़िंदगी यही ख़त्म करने में लगाई सोसाइटी और रिलीजन में, that how to destroy our desire. He has many disciples in his life, and many kings and states were also encouraged by this human religion. And what all reforms he did? The denial of God and soul. Buddha denied God and soul and gave importance to karmanism. According to him, if there was God, sorrows would not have been there. Instead of indulging in welfare of soul, one should live a victorious life in present. तो what is saying that बुद्धा डिनाइड गॉड एंड सोल, मतलब कि वो ये नहीं मानता है कि भगवान और हमारी आत्मा हमें हमारी तरफ ध्यान दे रही है, बट ही गेव इम्पोर्टेंस टू कर्मनिज्म. वॉट एवर कर्म यू आर डूइंग, वॉट एवर द डीड्स you are doing, if you are doing the good deeds, it will come, it will help you, but if you are doing bad deed, it will not help you. So don't blame God or don't blame your soul, only it is on your karma. What karma you are doing will only help you in your life. Opposition to rituals, रीति रिवाज, ये सारी में चीज़ों में वो मानता नहीं था. He opposed ritual performed in Hinduism and the sacrifice of animals in the yagna. He was thinking that ये सारी जो रीति रिवाज करने पड़ते हैं in Hinduism, and also some of the people are sacrifice. ऐसे बोलते हैं कि ये इसका भोग देना पड़ेगा, इसका बलिदान देना पड़ेगा. तो that is, he was against all these things. He said that non-violence is the highest value. The greatest duty of all human beings is to treat animals non-violently. He is saying that non-violence से हम कुछ भी जीत सकते हैं. So we should not harm the animals as well as for our own deeds. हमारे कर्मों के लिए हम दूसरों का बलिदान क्यों दें? तो he was against all these things. Opposition of discrimination of high and low. At this time, Hinduism was divided into 4 varnas: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Buddha opposed this varna system. He said that being born in a high family does not make anyone great. So, discrimination means bhedbhav. He was against the bhedbhav of that high and low. At that time, what happened in Hinduism, there were 4 varnas like Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And he was against all these varnas. So, he was saying that if one is born in a high family, अगर वो एक इंसान हाई फैमिली में बॉर्न हुआ है तो इट डजेंट मीन्स दैट ही इज़ वेरी ग्रेट पर्सन. ही बिकम्स ग्रेट बाय हिज डीड. मैंने जैसे बोला कि अपने कर्मों से कोई भी बड़ा बनता है, अपने ओहदे से नहीं. आप पैसे वाले हो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि यू आर वेरी ग्रेट पर्सन, बट वॉट एवर डीड्स यू आर डूइंग, वॉट एवर कर्म यू आर डूइंग इज़ बीन treated by his conscience, by following the path of truth and non-violence. He highly opposed the discrimination of high and low prevailing in the society, and he was against all these things that अगर पैसे वाले हैं तो वो बड़े लोग हैं, जिसके पास पैसे नहीं है वो छोटे. But no, he was against all these things, but he always spoke that doing good deeds will make you a good person. Importance of woman. Buddha gave equal importance to women as to men. He said that the path of nirvana is not only for men. Women can also achieve nirvana through sadhana and duty. So what he is saying, he gave importance to women. That he is saying that women are not less than men. Women also can acquire nirvana. Nirvana मतलब आत्मज्ञान, आत्मसम्मान, आत्मज्ञान, जो भी है भगवान से बातचीत करना, ये all these things women can also do. They can also do the sadhana. They can also become the saint. Okay, it is not that only men have this all rights and duties. Women can also achieve all these things. Nirvana, now what is nirvana? So Buddha attained enlightenment in the shadow of Bodhi tree on Vaishak Purnima. By acquiring knowledge, Buddha continued reforming society and religion in India. He led many people towards righteous path. Giving preachings of truth and non-violence, he opposed eating of non-vegetarian food and high and low discrimination. He died at the age of 80 years in Kushinara and attained nirvana. But his ideas and religion is still alive in the world. So how he got nirvana means how his life was. The Buddha attained enlightenment in the shadow of Bodhi tree. We have seen this on Vaishak Purnima. After acquiring knowledge, what happened? Buddha continued to do the preaching in society as well as in religion. And many people also followed his path. गिविंग प्रीचिंग्स ऑफ ट्रूथ एंड नॉन वायलेंस. सच्चाई की बातें करते करते, नॉन वायलेंस की बातें करते करता था. ही वॉज अगेंस्ट ईटिंग नॉन वेजिटेरियन. he opposed eating non-vegetarian food. He discriminated high and low value caste of people, and he died at the age of 80 years in Kushinara and attained nirvana. And he died at the age of 80 and attained nirvana. But his idea and religion is still alive. Still we know him as Gautam Buddha, and still people follow his path. So I hope you have understood about Gautam Buddha over here, about his social life and religious life, and how he got enlightenment and achieved nirvana. Mahavir Swami. Now, like Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Swami is also a religious person, and he has been followed. Many Jain people follow him, and today also he has been worshipped by many Jain people. He is the god of Jain people, and he followed Jainism religion. So Jainism also has an important place in Indian society like Buddhism. Yes, today also Jain people follow it, and there were total 24 Tirthankars. Those who are Jain, they must be knowing, and Agams are the main source of knowing about Jainism. According to this text, first Tirthankar was ऋषभदेव और आदिनाथ, वो पहले बना था. देन 23rd तीर्थंकर वॉज पार्श्वनाथ, वो था. एंड वेन पार्श्वनाथ, हु वॉज पार्श्वनाथ? तो पार्श्वनाथ वॉज द सन ऑफ किंग अश्वसेन ऑफ काशी, and he left home. This Parshvanath left home at the age of 30 and became a hermit, और लोगों को preach करने लगा about Jainism, बताने लगा. He was opposed Vedic religion and rituals and caste system. Parshvanath was not liking all these things. He gave the preachings of truth, non-violence, ST and non-possessiveness. He also taught the people about to always speak truth, don't do violence, be non-violence, attain your own position, don't be possessive with everybody, don't fight with anybody. And after his death, what happened? Who became? Mahavir Swami became the last Tirthankar, that is 24th Tirthankar, and after him no one came into this Jainism. So we will learn about Mahavir Swami's life and about his story. See, you must have seen Mahavir Swami. Okay, you can see in the picture. Mahavir Swami early life. So Mahavir Swami was born in Gantrak Kshatriya dynasty of Kundgram, Republic of Vaji Union. His childhood name was Vardhaman. He was born in Kundgram, Vaji Union, and he was known as Vardhaman first. His father Siddharth was the king of the republic. Mahavir Swami's mother, they both, Gautam Buddha as well as Mahavir Swami, belong to a king family, royal family. Okay, and they are both fathers were head of that republic. Mahavir Swami's mother's name was Trishla Devi. His eldest brother name was Nandivardhan. And like Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Swami was also a prince. Thus he acquired knowledge of many art. He was having knowledge of many art and literature also. He was married to Prince Yashoda. He was also married, and he had a daughter named Priyadarshini. Gautam Buddha had a son whose name was Rahul, but Mahavir Swami was having a daughter whose name was Priyadarshini. Now how he got the sadhana? So leaving home and sadhana and doing sadhana. So he also left his home at the age of 30 years in search of knowledge. He lived life as a bhikshu, bhikari ki tarah he was living, beggar, and he did a harsh penance for 12 years. और उसको बहुत कष्ट में करना पड़ा था 12 years तक. He was living the life of beggar, मांग के खाना. On the bank of river Rijupalika, he attained the highest knowledge, that is Keval Gnan. As he conquered his mind and sense, he was called Jin. Such great mighty Vardhana came to be known as Mahavir. So like Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Swami was also sitting and attaining the highest knowledge he got of Keval Gnan at the bank of river Rijupalika. And his mind was conquered. उसको भी आत्मज्ञान कब हुआ? उसके mind, दिमाग, sense was all called as jinn. Jinn, जादू ही ऐसा बोलते ना at that time. And his and such great mighty Vardhaman फिर कब Vardhaman का name got changed into Mahavir and he was known as Mahavir Swami. So what were his preachings we will see now. Like Buddha, Mahavir Swami too believed that world is full of fear and sorrow, means full of mysteries. Fear, sorrow, gum, sab kuch hai. He rejected God existence. His teaching was known as doctrine of Triratna. He preached the following 5 vows. He also taught people about the 5 things, that is non-violence, truth, stay, non-possessiveness and brahmacharya. The non-violence. Mahavir Swami believed that violence is one of the biggest evil of human society. बहुत बड़ा गुनाह है violence करना, किसी के साथ मारपीट करना, लड़ना. There should not be violence of any kind. He was like कि कुछ भी, एक मक्खी को भी मत मारो, एक मच्छर को भी मत मारो. इसीलिए Jain people, they don't kill anyone, not even an ant. Okay. So even the smallest creature has the right to live. Even mental violence should not be done. Mentally भी torture नहीं करना है किसी को. No mental torturing, no killing, no harming, no beating to anyone. Protecting animal is the real duty of human beings. So what the Mahavir Swami is saying, that you have to protect animals, you have to respect them, and it is our humans' duty only to take care of them. Truth. He says, he told that always speak truth, whether whatever is, never speak lie. कुछ भी हो जाए झूठ नहीं बोलना है. We should not speak without thinking or understanding. सोच समझ कर बोलना चाहिए, बिना सोचे समझे नहीं बोलना है. We should abstain anger to follow the truth. No one should get that anger if you are someone speaks truth about you. The truth should always be followed in every situation. You should follow truth in every situation. Whatever your situation is, always you have to speak truth. Stay means theft. चोरी बोरी नहीं करना है. Theft is the biggest evil. If you चोरी, अगर आप if you are stealing something from anyone, that should be not done without anybody's permission. You should not touch anybody's thing. We should not take anybody's thing without his her permission. Entering anybody's house without permission is also like stealing. So what he is saying, that किसी के घर में जाने से पहले भी you have to take permission. Without taking the permission, if you go into their house, is also known as like चोरी करना. You are doing the theft. आप thief हो, चोर हो. By saying so, he tried to keep the society of that time away from stealing. And at that time, people were away from all these things. Non-possessiveness, apigrah. Man should not store goods, possession, ornaments or clothing behind their requirement. मतलब कि किसी की देखा देखी में नहीं आना है. And you should not keep all this thing as a stored. आपको जमा करके नहीं रखना है. आपकी जितनी ज़रूरत है उतना ही आपको लेना है और उतना ही स्टोर करना है. Keeping the things as per requirement reduce collection instant in a person, and things like grain reach up to the poor people. This was his important message. So what he is saying, that आप जितना जमा करके रखोगे अपने पास, आपको ज़रूरत भी नहीं है, and still you are keeping store with yourself. So what will happen to the poor people? One who is in need will not get that all things if you will just keep on storing at yourself without thinking. उसने लिया तो मैं भी लूँगा. But no, that is not the right thing. Even for the grains, even for the food, if you want, you take. उसने लिया मैं लूँगा, no, this is not the good thing. अगर आप जितना खा सकते हो उतना ही खाओ, वरना आप फेंक दोगे और जिसको ज़रूरत होगी उसको भी नहीं मिलेगा. तो दिस इज़ एन ईविल. ओके, क्राइम है ये. ब्रह्मचार्य. ही स्पेसिफिकली टोल्ड जैन मॉन्क्स एंड नन्स टू ऑब्जर्व सेलिबसी. मतलब ब्रह्मचार्य रहो, मैरिज नहीं करना है, शादी नहीं करना है. आप अपनी लाइफ अपने आप से जियो, न किसी के दबाव में, न किसी के साथ. यू हैव टू बी अ मॉन्क. साधु बन के रहो. महावीर स्वामी एज अ ग्रेट रिफॉर्मिस्ट. Now how was he? So Mahavir Swami opposed rituals and sacrifice. He was against all these things. के रिचुअल्स क्या है, सेक्रीफाइस क्या है, नहीं, ऐसा ये सारी चीज़ें उसके समझ से बाहर थी. ही रिजेक्टेड प्रेजेंस ऑफ गॉड. He condemned animal sacrifice in the yagna. He said that women should be given equal rights. Like Buddha, he too preached in people's language, that is Prakrit and Ardhamagdi. With his simple and easy teaching, he changed people's life. So as Gautam Buddha preached the people, he was against all this God को ज़्यादा हमें ये नहीं करना है, वुमेंस को इक्वल राइट देना है, एनिमल्स को सेक्रीफाइस नहीं करना है. एंड ही ऑल्सो टीच द पीपल इन द लैंग्वेज वॉट दे आर नोइंग, दैट इज प्रकृत एंड अर्धमग्धि. एंड ही वॉज ऑल्सो हैविंग द वेरी सिंपल एंड ईजी टीचिंग टू चेंज द पीपल्स व्यू, पीपल्स लाइफ. एंड हाउ ही गॉट निर्वाणा? So he died in Pavapuri at age of 72. Mahavir Swami died at the age of 72 in Pavapuri. In this way, about 25,000 years ago, people got new ideas. Religious rituals and defilement were removed. People became his follower in large number. Both preachers obliged people to adopt the path of peace and virtue. Thus, they promoted the virtue in the society. So, in this way, both Gautam Buddha as well as Mahavir Swami reached the heart of the people. They taught the people how to adopt peace, how to be polite with each other, and how to be in the society. So many followers were there of this, both the reformers. Okay, Mahavir Swami and Gautam Buddha. So I hope you have understood the chapter over here. We have seen about Gautam Buddha's life and his reform, his preachings, and how he attained nirvana. We have also seen about Mahavir Swami, his social life, his preachings, his teachings, and how he got nirvana. So students, hope you understood the chapter very well. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.